What's up guys, Elfis here, and today we're playing some more Pixel Piracy. So we're stuck in some rain at the moment, so my FPS might be dropping. And unfortunately, I'm sorry guys, I hope it doesn't have any effect. I have to do some stuff for school in the background. I'm rendering some stuff and doing some things in the background, so I hope that isn't a problem, although we will see. I can't really tell you until it's too late. So, as you guys will see, we're a bit in the mid-game now, and we've picked up a few more pirates. So let's go ahead and pause for a second. Just for what it's worth, I'm just going to point out, this is Scurvy, this little shield with a down arrow thing, and it can get like different levels from what I've seen, like, so there's like Scurvy 1, 2, 3, you know, whatever, and maybe if you get to like Scurvy 5 or something, you die. I don't know exactly what it is. It does say Scurvy is fatal if you read this, so I'm guessing it will kill you if you don't take it seriously. But I, for what it's worth, have I don't really like how it does that. Every time you click on ship setup, it recenters like to the front of your ship here. I don't like that. They need to change that. But I do have a bunch of fruits and watermelons to heal scurvy, although it looks like they've eaten all of them at the moment. So why don't we go ahead and throw down some more? Am I docked? I think I'm docked. Yeah, I'm docked on an island. You can only change your ship when you're docked on an island, for what it's worth. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and show you guys what my new crew looks like. So first of all, let's level up these guys while we're at it. At the moment, I'm just going to make them stronger. These are some of my newer mates, but we'll talk about them as we go. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so here's what we got. We're up to 10 pirates now. I think what you guys saw last time was maybe just these two, or it might have been the first 4. I don't remember. It might have been the first 4 at least. I've picked up an additional 6 more pirates. As you can see, they're lower levels because I got them later on. I did get them all at approximately, they were starting at like approximately levels 8. Plus or minus, you know, some of them I bought later on, some of them I bought earlier on. So that's why some of them are, that's why they're varying levels. So I picked up. You'll find that as you play this game, you kind of, even though there are all these spots, you could get a pirate crew that big, but it's very hard to manage a pirate crew that big. I've gotten up to about halfway, something like about here-ish, plus or minus. I think I was at like 20 pirates, plus or minus. I think you can have like 50 or something, right? I don't know, what have we got? 6 in a row, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can have 36 pirates. I've gotten up to about 20. That's just where I've ended up, you know, floating at. Anything past like 15 is kind of hard to manage. And it's not only kind of hard to manage food-wise and like drink-wise, but it's just kind of hard to manage during a fight. You watch everybody's health to make sure everybody's not dying and blah, 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 blah. It's also kind of difficult to buy more and more pirates because you need to support them. You need more food. You need to clean the ship better or their morale drops. You need to have more money and stuff to raise their morale and things if you know, it's not going so well, etc., etc. But we will get into that later on in the end game when I have even more pirates. I plan on getting up to at least about 15 to 20 in this particular playthrough. So I'm probably going to do one more video of late game. So this is mid game, and I'll show you the map where I'm at now. So I am up here. We started, I believe, down here. Yeah, so this is my initial island. These question marks just means I completed a bounty and I can go back to collect a reward. And the exclamation point means I have a bounty on that island. But I haven't gone to kill it yet. So, see, population 1, I already cleared the island and then I got a bounty. So he spawned on the island, but he's the only one there. I killed all the enemies that were there. And then these ones I can go pick up a bounty if I want, but I'm not going to travel back there for these bounties because I won't get enough to make it worth it. So we'll talk about some of these newer places too. So on these new islands, and then there's some Vikings up here, and there's this other island that looks like almost like a winter island. I haven't been to that island yet, so maybe we'll do that in this video. But with that being said, there's Renown down here too. I don't know what that's useful for. So we'll figure that out as we go, I guess. The Vikings are basically just a different type of enemy. There are also like colonial army guys and maybe there are like 2 or 3 different, maybe even more than that, maybe 4 different types of enemies to run into other than just base pirates, okay? But we're going to go ahead and talk about my crew. So just real quick, I picked up some new pirates, different levels, whatever. We got some new weapons, you know, we got some cool fancy things, all kinds of stuff. As you can see, I picked up a boatload of new skills on this guy. Some of my guys have equivalently, you know, large amount of skills, and then the later guys, they don't really have much. They're just my little basic guys. I will say these guys down here, this guy and this guy, the next guy down, I've made them into my cannon guys, my gunners. So if you see I put them in the gunner group, these guys shoot cannons. So if you'll notice, I have cannons on my ship. I have one up here and I have one back here. Enemies start shooting cannons at you at about 5. Once you hit rank 5, as far as fighting pirates of rank 5, they start shooting cannons at you. So you kind of want to fight back with cannons. Now, for what it's worth, you cannot fight back by just boarding their ship. There is a phase at the beginning of each fight, which we'll get to because we're actually going to go fight a pirate right now. We'll fight this level 5 Viking. there's a beginning phase where the beginning phase lasts for 10-15 seconds or so. So what you'll see me doing is I have my 2 groups set up here. You'll see me have my crew members just chill down below. You'll see me kind of leaving them down below to not deal with them. And you'll see me, we are going to engage them because that's what we're here for. And you'll see me having, see, so you see this boarding phase down here. It's 30 seconds. I cannot fight for 30 seconds. I can't board their ship. I gotta keep, this guy keeps trying to clean the ship, so you have to keep telling him to stay down. So you'll see them shooting cannons back and forth. Hopefully this guy doesn't die. I want to move that cannon, but I don't want it to get destroyed. That's actually good that he came down to drink rum. We're gonna wait for the boarding phase to be over, and then we will board. It looks like, from what I can tell, you cannot, you do get little things that say that you can, that they're coming, the bullets are coming. From what I can tell, it doesn't look like you can aim your cannons whatsoever. It doesn't look like you have any say in where the cannons land, and where the cannonballs land. It's just random. You just blindly shoot. So as you can see, this isn't too difficult for my crew. We're at a point where my guys are pretty strong. I can fight upwards of level 6, maybe even 7 guys and not have too much trouble. I just haven't explored far enough in to deal with it. So you'll notice I don't really need to heal too much. My captain's taking some damage. I have a doctor on the ship, so you'll see people will regenerate. We're going to go ahead and... So that's what that little plus is. My doctor is regenerating every day. We're going to go ahead and loot the ship. I'm just going to keep my ship. I'm not going to bother plundering. Oh, I just looted a small bra. The bra restores morale to full. Sort of a funny item. And also, sorry if the voices are high-pitched. I can't really do much about that. I tried to lower the volumes down and stuff, but I can only do what I can do. So you have to deal with it to an extent. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and evacuate here. I actually have basically this same ship, if you look. It's just different style, but it's the same ship. From what I can tell, the Vikings versus the colony guys versus whatever are basically just a difference of like a skin. It doesn't appear... They appear to use different weapons, but other than that, it doesn't appear... we're going to go ahead and plunder. I'm going to show you guys what happens when you plunder a ship here. Oh, I missed one, but it's not worth going back for. The ship blows up. Oh, I didn't do it. It blows up. It all falls into the ocean, and then you collect X, you know, different things, whatever you collect, okay? So my guys are here. My shipwright, who I don't remember who my shipwright is, but I have someone who's a shipwright. You'll see that people are starting to get a little sad here. That's just because I haven't taken them to a tavern to go hang out and do their thing. You can easily subdue this sadness by a number of things. One, you can give them something to boost morale. There are a couple things in here. The bra, for example, which will recover their morale to full. There are some other things, though. I don't remember where the other ones are. Tobacco, for example. I'll restore that guy's morale a little bit. So that's one thing you can do. You can also pay him. If you give them money, they no longer feel sad. What a coincidence, right? Actually, I'm not that sad anymore. Thanks for the cash, buddy. That's kind of the way it works out. So I'm going to go ahead and use some of my items. So I do have a number of items that will increase morale, but we're just going to go ahead and use my tobacco leaves. Tobacco does have negative effects sometimes, but that's okay. I don't really mind. It's just something you'll deal with. So I wonder if it shows up as a marker above their heads. Yeah, see, they get this thing that says smoking is bad. So you lose some vitality. It's a temporary debuff. It's not permanent, as far as I know. I've seen many things like this. It is temporary. I don't know exactly how long it lasts, but again, it's temporary, so nothing to lose your mind about. And then the other thing you can do, for example, this guy needs 12 gold. I'm just going to pay him, right? So if I pay him, it heals his morale to full. Boom. Okay. Let's go ahead and increase this guy's luck so he does more crits. Anybody else? My main dude. Let's go ahead and give him... let's give him some more intelligence so he starts leveling up more and more and more. I'm trying to keep everybody kind of up and up and up, but we'll see as we go what we get and where we go and all kinds of stuff. Anybody else need more? No. Okay, so I have food placed down. Not a boatload. We'll need to dock at an island soon to place more, but we can do that. So let's go ahead and visit this town, for example. And then there are some more things, and et cetera, et cetera. We'll get there as we get there. So let's go ahead and visit this town. We'll see what's here. Maybe there will be a tavern to make my guys a little bit... So what I plan on showing you guys is this video, somewhere in the 5 to 7 range, and then another video where I'm in the 9 range / legendary pirate range. I'd like to show you guys a video of me fighting the legendary pirates. I haven't fought them since did a bunch of updates. So everybody's leaving the ship, so that means there is a tavern here on this island. The guys don't leave the ship if there's not a tavern. They don't care enough to leave. So maybe we'll hire another pirate while we're here. We're also going to pick up some more... are there foods here? There's food. So we'll pick up food. We'll look at weapons they got. Kill these animals because they'll drop stuff that's useful to us. All kinds of stuff. So this guy who's yellow face, not exactly a frowny face, like a meh face. If he's not fully healed up at the place. I also want to point out one thing. When they go in here in the tavern, it uses your money to eat things and drink things. So they spend my loot to go in here and party and do their thing. It does give them food. It does boost their morale, so it's not exactly like it's a horrible thing for you, but it's something to think about. So there are a number of these weapons in here that are starting to get very cool and very powerful. I do have a fishing rod, and I just haven't taught anybody to fish yet. It's sort of unfortunate because you have to replace your fishing. You have to replace your weapon with your fishing rod. So if you go into fighting, you have to like swap out or have someone who's dedicated fishing to stay on the boat. Or it's just kind of a weird system. I don't like it. This should be like a passive item you could put in, but it isn't. So I don't really care for it. I guess this is like a bow. That's pretty cool actually. That does a lot of damage. Yeah, it does actually. That's a very high amount of damage. 8 damage. Even my pistol is only 3. That's a lot of damage, actually. So maybe we'll consider buying something like that, but I do want to see what else we got. I'm going to sell a bunch of my stuff, so you do see I have a fishing rod here. I'm going to sell a number of these things here. We don't need the clubs. Let's see, what else don't we need? I have a lot of mini pistols, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sell a bunch of my ranged weapons here, just because I have a lot of them, like a lot of these things. So let me go ahead. I'll keep like 2 mini pistols. Let me sell the rest. I don't need these other ranged weapons. Let me see, a Viking blade. I don't know what those things. I don't know what they have additional like debuffs almost, so I don't want to sell them without looking at them. So like if I go in here and I look at this, my Viking blade, what does this do? 10% chance to increase attack damage by 30%, 10% chance to apply bleed for 20% of your attack damage per second over 10 seconds. So even though its initial DPS maybe isn't as amazing as some of these other ones, it does have they have different benefits, right? So let's go ahead and equip this to someone for the purpose. So like this one is 8.52, but this one has significantly more knockback. It has less range, but it has significantly more knockback, and it has these other things. So we're going to go ahead and give these to some of our lower end guys. Not these. I like these guys with the spears, I think, right? A scimitar. So let me go ahead and give this guy a hit. We'll see how that works out for him. Let me see who else we want to give. This one I have on him because of the benefits too. Instantly kill someone with 20% health or less. That's pretty good actually. So let's see. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna give this guy that scimitar back. You know, we get a couple different things. So I haven't given anybody the fishing rod yet, but you know, I might. We'll see how it goes. So let's go ahead and see what else is here. We're gonna go get some more food. I haven't found a cooking skill yet, so I can't really get things to cook. So like there are a couple things in here. I think it's a soup pot, for example, and I know the meat. You need to cook them first. So let's buy a bunch more rum. We'll probably just buy out their rum, whatever they got, because I love rum. That's enough. We don't need more than that. We'll buy some more watermelon to deal with scurvy. We'll buy some more sea biscuits because it's a really cheap food source. And we'll buy some fruits to deal with scurvy too. Scurvy is a big problem, so you have to be prepared for scurvy. And then we'll go see what we got over here at the tavern. Who is there to buy? So let's see, we have, these stat values are important. So you want to read the stat values. The guys with the higher stat value basically means they start at a higher level. So, for example, their previous occupation has nothing to do with anything. It's just a lore thing, like a story thing. If you want to be a group of all pirates going, look only for people with pirates, whatever. It has no benefit to anything, so don't worry about that. So I'm going to buy my boy Leopold here. And I'm debating on whether or not I want to buy this other guy who's 30. I'm a mighty pirate, I guess, because I have over 10 pirates in my group, right? So let's go ahead and finish this guy right here. So for what it's worth, Leopold starts at level 13, okay? Basically, that 30 just meant he has 30 stat points in here already done. And he starts with a brutalizer, too. That's actually a pretty good ranged weapon. Now, we're going to go ahead and give him a pistol. I have a whole bunch of spells that I could teach him. I don't think I'm going to bother with a lot of these at the moment, just because of the way it works. I might make him into another ship repairer just so I have 2. Or maybe I should give a couple people cleaning. Keeping your ship clean is very important, right? So let's go. Well, we'll give a number of these people different things. This is kind of a cool one. If my guy dies, I can like make suicide bombers. You can buy an item where if your guy dies, it blows up, and you can then just send them into the enemies and have them blow up, which I think is sort of funny, actually. That's sort of amazing and awesome and all sorts of greatness. But for now, we'll just leave it at that. So I'll buy one, and we'll see if there's anything over here. There's nothing over here. So my guys are probably just about done eating and doing their thing. It looks like this dude is still sad, so, you know, whatever. He's a big crybaby, it looks like. We are going to go ahead and have everybody back on the ship here. My boy Hork, who is my dad, in case anyone has forgotten, is still on the ship, cleaning up, doing his thing. It looks like this destroyed hull you cannot repair. I think you can only repair things if they are damaged. You cannot repair them once they are broken, from what I can tell. But I can, I think I can just place, is this order block the same thing? Can I just put another one down here? I think I can put another one down here. It looks like it'll look funky, but it does look like it'll work. Yeah, cool. So the other thing we're going to do is go ahead and put a bunch of food and stuff down. So we have rum. I'm going to go ahead and just leave like 5 things of rum down here. Actually, let's do 3 because we might be getting a new ship soon. And then we're going to go ahead and the sea biscuit should probably be okay. Let's put 1 down because again, we might be getting a new ship here in a moment. So I don't want to overcommit to this stuff. So let's go ahead and sail somewhere. Let's go ahead and sail. And we're closing in on one of the legendary pirates, which basically means, so this guy is 6. Basically, it means we're going to run into 7, 8, 9 enemies in this general area. Some really strong guys. I think that means we're going to run into 7, 8, 9 enemies. I haven't necessarily dealt with that yet. This thing says Viking, although it doesn't have the little Viking railroad thing, so I'm not sure if that's actually a Viking now. Let's go ahead and look at an island first. So what you'll notice once you get past level 5, okay? Once you get rank 5, or I should say once you get past fighting people who are rank 5, there really aren't many levels, but once you get past fighting people who are rank 5, you'll realize that actually enemies start having AI. They don't just sit on their ship and wait for you to kill them. Basically, they will board your ship. They will, and I'm not quite... so let's see if this is an example. So in this case, it's a boatload of what appears to be turtles and spiders and stuff. Like a boatload of those things. So I wonder if my guys will shoot the cannons at the guys. Can I tell them to shoot cannons? I don't think I can tell them to shoot cannons. If there was people on the island, they would shoot these cannons. They would shoot cannons at them. But it doesn't look like they are going to do that. So instead, we're going to board the island, and we are going to destroy all these animals because they'll drop loot. You can get cages. So up here, you can have a group for animals. It showed up there. I have not dabbled into catching them yet, but you can do it. So it looks like some of these are aggressive animals too, although they're very, very weak. They're doing like 2 damage. Looks like they have a little bit of knockback, but nobody's drowning or anything, so we seem to be okay. I'm getting some spider venom. I'm not sure exactly what that's going to do for me, but we'll see. And again, it looks like everybody's sort of killing these things with very, very ease. I'm kind of beating the crap out of these things, actually. These are very, very weak, which is sort of funny because they're on a level 6 island, which means they should be theoretically stronger than the level 5 pirate we just fought. So let's go ahead and level up some people here. I'm going to go ahead and make this guy, yeah, we'll make him stronger rather than dealing with other stuff. We're going to go ahead and do the same for this guy. You got to keep their health. It's very important to keep their health up. If you don't, who's this guy? This is my, oh, it's one of my, like, kind of first mate guys. If you don't keep their, like, vitality up, if they don't have enough health, some of the really high level stuff, like level 7, 8 stuff, can, like, one-shot you. If they get, like, a crit, they can do, like, a boatload of damage and kill you very, very quickly. So it is something you have to think about. It appears as though my captain has pretty much tanked that entire fight for me, which is fine. That works for me. Let me go ahead and interact here. Cool, so we got an elixir and some gold. I'm going to check out what that spider venom was in just a moment. We're not quite going to deal with that just yet, though. We are going to come clear up the island. Oh, no, did something just fall off? Doesn't matter, I'm not jumping in the water for it, but... doesn't look like there's anything else to interact with on this island. What is this guy? A tortoise. I pushed him off. That's funny. So, we're going to go ahead and check what our spider venom is in just a moment. I am going to throw down, I think, another... yeah, maybe that's okay, because we could always go to another island in a second anyway. So let's go ahead and check out what that appears to have been a passive weapon, or passive item we just looted, I'm guessing. Spider egg. Hatches spider on consume. Interesting. Spider venom. If pirate does not suffer any negative condition, this item will poison pirate with spider poison. Why would I want that? Okay. So let's go ahead, combat focus. Let's see. Do I have combat evasion? Let me give this guy combat evasion if I have it. Nope, combat focus. Okay, so let me give a couple of these guys combat focus. That guy's combat focus. Combat focus. Who is next on the list? Combat focus. You get combat focus. You get combat focus. You get a car, and you get a car. I feel like I'm Oprah. Light steps. Let's go back up here. I like to start from my strongest guys. I want to keep them kind of going. So let's see. This guy has light steps. This guy does not. So you get light steps. And you will get light steps. And we'll deal with some of these other ones later on. I don't want to, stress on it too much. Let's give this guy cleaning. We'll let him clean. And you can be a ship repair too. And, some of these things don't matter. This just makes it so they don't poop everywhere, the toilet study thing. Some of them don't really make that much difference. So we'll deal with them in a second. So let's go ahead and level up our guys just to be on the safe side here. You'll level up. You'll find as you get later in the game, you will level up fast. Like, you will level up really fast. I'm going to go ahead and boost my agility up so my dodge chance gets up there. Like, some of the things that, like, once you get up here, sometimes you'll be leveling up. Some of these characters will be leveling up, like, almost every fight. It gets very, very high up on the list of, like, you will level up quick. So it is something you got to kind of pay attention to. It gets a little bit annoying, honestly, how quickly you level up. I wish there was, like, an auto level feature to just, like, almost like level up your stats the way you want them, because this gets annoying where you have to do this every time, literally go through each fight and like this over and over and over again. It does get annoying, even though it might not look it immediately. It does get annoying. So let's go ahead and fight. Well, I don't want to jump straight to level 7. Let's go ahead and fight these level 6 guys here first. We'll see what the deal is. If necessary, I'll use some healing stuff. And we'll probably do this fight and then one more island, and then I'll call it a video. This wasn't meant to be a long video. I don't know what does that little thing mean. Does that mean they're singing a song or something? Oh, they're repairing things. They're fixing up my ship. Yes, engage them. So, same thing as before. You will see that I will send my guys down below, except for the ship guys. If they want to fight, they can. The boarding phase does not start yet, so same as before. I need to make sure I keep everybody down below. This is a much bigger ship, so I'm definitely going to take this ship. Stop worrying about cleaning things when we're in the middle of a gunfight here, bro. Everybody stay below, stay below, stay below. Wait for that boarding phase, and then we are going to board the crap out of these guys. And I am going to murder them. Everybody, go, go, go. Run. Everybody run on the ship. So now we're going to go. And again, these guys will board my ship if I don't ever board their ship. They will eventually charge on my ship and attack me. So, boom, right there. That was something I want you to see. I just went from a level 5 to a level 6 battle. Elfis, or sorry, my captain's name I guess is Footies, just took a 75 damage hit. Someone just hit him for 75 damage. Now what you'll see is I've stockpiled a bunch of healing stuff basically because of the fact that I just haven't been, needing it a lot because I have the doctor. The doctor's doing a fantastic job. So what we'll go ahead and do is we'll heal up. I'm going to make sure everybody is very, very high on health throughout this entire fight. I don't want anybody dying on me because, again, these deaths are permanent, and it's very, very annoying to have to re-level up an entire guy again. Like, I have to buy a guy who's level 12, and some of these guys are level 25, having to get them back up there. I think Footies is like level 30, my captain. Oh, again, he just took a big chunk of damage. Okay, so we're going to keep these guys very, very high health. This is part of the game, basically. It's a game of, like... this is what I was telling you guys. It's almost like an RTS game, but with, like, these weird aspects of, like... it's like a pausable RTS game. So it's not really RTS, I guess, but you get the point. It's like a... It's like a game that is built upon, like, paying attention to what's going on and watching it and focusing and kind of just keeping track so that you don't let your guys die. Your guys have permanent death. It's very important to keep track of them. These guys have scurvy, which means their stats are lower, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. So again, I'm going to be pausing like every few seconds to watch these guys' health and to keep it relatively high. I don't want anybody dropping below 100 health, because if they drop below 100 health, they run very, very decent risks of death. So we got a dude, I think, down over here. It's pretty low. This guy, he's down below 100. So let's go ahead and heal him up. Going to use up a bunch of my potions here, but that's okay. We can always go buy more when we find towns and stuff. We're going to keep things. We should be relatively set at this point. There's only 1 or 2 guys left. Yeah, perfect. So they're dead. We're going to go ahead and clear out the ship, and then we are going to capture the ship, actually. I am not going to plunder it, only because this ship is better than my ship. So let's go ahead and... we are going to capture it and get an upgrade, and then we'll probably go check out an island and call it a video. This is kind of the game, guys. The fights get harder. They get more into, like, you need to save your healing supplies and use them at appropriate times. Sometimes you need to retreat. If certain people are getting too low, sometimes you need to have them go back to the ship. I will tell you there are a number of times when, like, certain characters get on the ship first accidentally, and they're too weak to tank the damage, and I have to send them back to the ship because they're taking too much damage, and my stronger guys basically are not taking any damage, and they should be the ones who are dealing with the actual attacks. So we went ahead and looted everything. Now we're going to go ahead and capture, and it's going to be like, yeah, do you want to capture? Are you sure? Yes. And then I'll get a boatload of stuff from my last ship. That's fine. I'll get my rum back. I'll get a couple other things, whatever. So we need to go ahead and dock our ship. Very important. We captured a ship. It is very important to dock the ship somewhere. It is very important because if I do not dock this ship anywhere, I cannot put any food down. So my guys will starve. Not a very good thing. So we're actually going to backtrack a little because I would like to go to this island. I think I might actually try and go straight there. I'm worried I might run into this pirate, but that's okay. Even if I do, I could try and outrun them, I guess. Oceans again, and I'm not necessarily sure I want to deal with that at the moment. You know, it's something to think about, I guess. But I have no food down on this new captured ship. It is important that I get food down, yeah. So let's try and outrun them at the moment. We'll see. We avoided the battle. Every time I've had that happen and I wanted to avoid the battle, I have had it happen. I've avoided the battle. So I realize it's a 60% chance, but it seems like it's higher than that every single time. I've done it maybe a dozen or so times at this point, and not once have I had to fight the fight. So that's okay. I don't necessarily mind, but, you know, it is something. Oh, I forgot. Do I not move now? Right, so you avoid the battle, and then it stops me here on top of them. Right. That's right. So let's just go to, I guess let's just go to this one. That's fine. Yeah, there's a bunch of pirates over here, although it calls them Vikings still. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. Those look like just the normal pirates to me, so I'm sure. Alright, so let's go ahead and explore an island here, and then we will call it a video. Hopefully this island will have some enemies on it so I can show you guys what will happen. Basically, if there are enemies on it, I don't know why he's loading the cannon right now. Basically, if there are enemies on it, my guys will start shooting the cannons. They will shoot the cannons on the island, and they will bombard the island. And that's good, actually. That's awesome, because I haven't seen an island yet where they have cannons. I don't tell they don't exist. So now we're on an island here. That guy just pooped, I think. It's a snow island. It looks like there are just penguins. There's nothing here. Okay, well that's depressing as hell. I wonder if these penguins are aggressive or not. That would be funny if the penguins are aggressive and they attack me as I get on land. I think that would be pretty entertaining. It doesn't look like they are, though. Oh, I stand corrected. They are. Let's send my crew on board then, on the land. So we're gonna go ahead and have him come inside here. I just don't want him to get knocked off onto the edge. The rest of my crew will support him in just a second. He should be just fine. I shouldn't need to use any healing stuff here. And everybody's gonna start firing their guns. Basically, one round of everybody's guns is pretty impressive. It does quite a bit of damage. Die, penguin. Oh well, not if he dodges. That penguin got super lucky. He just got like 4 dodges in a row. Look, listen to everybody. Yeah. Everybody is so excited for the death of penguins. Oh, ship set up and it's going to bring me back. I really don't like that. I really don't like that it does that. It brings you back to the front every time. That's very, very frustrating. Extremely, extremely frustrating. So let's go ahead and... The problem with this big ship is you don't want to have things spread out because then your cleaning guys are busy running around the whole ship and it gets annoying. So let's go ahead and we're going to do 3 things of rum right here. Oh, a little bit of FPS drop. We're going to go ahead and drop some sea biscuits down. I'm going to drop 3 of those down right there. We're probably not going to upgrade ships for a while again. We might, but I don't plan on it anyways. And then let me go ahead and put some watermelon down here. That's for scurvy. I have other sources of food at the moment. I'm actually going to send everybody else back on the ship. They can go eat and do their thing. Elfis, or Footies here, is going to go loot. And, oh, there are actually a couple more penguins. I don't know if I even really want to bother with them. They didn't really tend to give that much experience, from what I recall. It didn't really seem that worth it, so, yeah, I don't know. Why not? Cooldown on your gun is pretty long, actually. Yeah, we'll let Elfis kill these guys, or Footies, rather. Captain Footies of the SS Footies Mobile. I don't know. So I guess the ice islands maybe are a bit less lethal, I guess. Maybe you'll find some wolves or something on the island. That would be kind of cool. I can see how those would be less lethal, though. You would think people wouldn't want to live there, I guess. That's my thought process anyway. So we got a couple guys with scurvy. Hopefully they'll eat some watermelon. They should do it on their own, but I have seen the AI kind of mess up sometimes where they, like, almost ignore it. It seems they've been better recently, but the first time I played this game, it was pretty iffy. Sometimes they would just, like, walk right past it, and it's like, what are you guys doing? So we're actually going to head back to this town here. I'm going to let guys go into the tavern, and I'm going to do this so I can save. Then we are going to call it a day. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. The next video you guys will see will probably be of me fighting like level 8, 9 guys, or even the legendary pirates. I have no idea how hard they will be. Really, I ran into a guy on my way down here. You know what? Why not? Let's see what we run into here. I have found some random, like a level 4 guy here. Again, the boarding phase is something to be aware of, so I'm going to deselect everybody. I'm going to have them come down here. Everybody except for my gunners should be coming down here. So these 2 guys are my gunners. They should be running around doing their thing. I am going to have everybody here basically destroy these guys as soon as that thing is done. So we'll also have them repair our ship, but we're going to go ahead and have these guys do it. You want to kind of stop your guys from being gunners as soon as you board the enemy ship. Your guns will hurt your own guys. Be very careful of that, because I have had people die on me because of that. Your guns will blow up your own ships. Be extremely careful. Are my guys still shooting? Because they need to stop. I don't want to have to deal with them. Oh, my captain is almost dead there. Something to be aware of. Captain down to 27%. Granted, that's still 100 health, but, you know, still something to be aware of. Let's go ahead and heal him up a bit. He's also leveled up. I think a bunch of my guys have leveled up, so let's go ahead and increase his dodge chance here. I think it's funny because what if I get to 100% dodge chance? What happens then? What happens then? Is my guy invincible? He'll never die again, I guess? That'd be funny. That can't happen. There's no way that's the reality, but we're going to go ahead and start boosting up some people's dodge chance because I like having more ability to dodge. These guys will give them more damage with their guns and hit chance. Same thing with this. The dexterity increases your hit chance and your bonus range damage. For what it's worth. Vitality, HP and armor, strength, bonus damage. That's melee damage, I'm assuming. Although it doesn't say, but I'm assuming it is. Intelligence, passive experience. This is like your sailing experience and just experience from like just sitting around. You don't even have to be sailing. You're just sitting around. Agility is your dodge chance. Luck is your critical chance. And I think that's everything. Let's go ahead and we'll level up a couple more guys. I actually don't have to keep exiting out. I don't know why I keep doing that. Let's go ahead and boost his vitality. Vitality is going to be a very important one. This guy, I really want to boost his passive experience gain here. But, yeah. Well, I might end up paying some of these guys or boosting their morale with rum here in a second. Although we'll see. A couple of my guys should be extremely fast. My captain should be very, very fast. Light steps will make you move very quickly. I'm going to go ahead and send everybody off the ship right now except for the captain. The captain can loot stuff on his own. You don't really need to have everybody around for it. It's kind of just a waste. Why does that guy have, like, green coming out of him? Is he dying of poison or something? He has, like, green skulls or... I don't even know what those are supposed to be. Interesting. Yeah, cool. So we are going to go ahead and loot this ship, and then we'll probably head to that island and call it a day. So thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. I know a lot of you guys maybe don't love this game or maybe even have never even heard of this game. This is a really cool game. You guys should give it a shot. It really is one of those underrated games. A lot of people, I think a lot of people... kind of have never heard of this game or underrated or whatever. Blew up another thing. Let's go ahead and heal up our guys' morale. Actually, we'll sail, and while we're sailing, we'll heal up our guys' morale. So we were headed to this town here. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll sail to the town. Pay them only because I want the money to do stuff at the town. I think there was food places and a couple things at this town, but I do have a couple other things. So let's see. This guy's a frowny face. Let's go down here, and I can use this rum. Restores 200 morale and makes them drunk. I don't really care about the drunk aspect at the moment. That's fine. They're all drunks anyways. I don't know exactly what that drunk thing does. +1 strength, -1 agility, +1 luck. That actually sounds not so bad. I wonder if it makes you miss more frequently or something else. Or maybe it makes you like... Maybe it might also have like additional side effects like make your AI kind of iffy or something. I have seen certain times the AI is messed up. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will talk to you guys later. Expect a couple new videos coming out in the next week and a half maybe. I'm probably going to do Terraria, but I think I'm just going to not edit the videos because I just don't have a lot of time. Come winter break, I'll edit some videos, but other than that, I'm short on time and I want to upload videos still, so that's the cost. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you guys later, alright? GG, well played, guys. Elfis out.